Okay, we're going to try this on my my new phone and see how this works out. It's been a while, easily 3 or 4 months, I believe, since the last time I did one of these things. Between the holidays, visiting family, uh, two cruises, believe it or not, and some health issues which I'm still not over. And it's not COVID. I'm fully vaccinated and everything. I just said I have this this cough, which my doctor believes it may be just allergies. The Santa Anas are really kicking in. There's a lot of dust, and the air quality isn't that great here in SoCal. Excuse me for a second. But anyways, I'm going to try to get through some of these as quickly as possible. In fact, I might even make this a two-parter. So we're going to start out with stuff that was I read and that I want to recommend. We're going to start with 8 Billion Genies. I had heard about this on various podcasts. I think it was 11 O'Clock Comics. I think iFanboy both recommended it. I've been reading about it online, and people in at Nuclear Comics highly recommended it. So I finally decided to pick this up. This is the 5th printing of issue number 1. By the way, this is an 8-issue series. Deals with one day when the Earth's population hits 8 billion. Genies appear, and what they do is each person is granted one wish. Can be anything. Good money, fame, superpowers, attraction to others. And anyways, what would you do with your wish? And if it involves someone else, is that fair to that other person? Anyways, this is the first issue, and this covers the first 8 seconds and the first 8 minutes of the events. The next issue, I understand, is going to be 8 days, then 8 weeks, 8 months, 8 years, etc. Moving on. 6 issues are out so far. 7 or 8. 7 is supposed to be out sometime this month. But what they've done is they've reissued the first 6 issues. I'm probably going to wait for the trade paper on this. But I really wanted to pick this up to see if it was worthwhile. It's really good and very well written. Jonathan Chance was doing a signing at Torpedo Comics, and there's a couple of things here. This is from was put out by Heavy Metal a couple years ago, and this is The Boy Who Conquered a Mountain. It's a tale of feudal Japan, demons, coming of age, friendship. It's quite well done. I really liked it. The art is by Emilio Otero, and you can see the manga influence in there as you read it. It's quite good. Jonathan also has the first 3 issues of his. I think he said it was a 6-parter called Cover the Dead with Lime. This takes place in during the time of the Black Plague, involving a doctor in this time period back in the 1660s. The plague not only kills you, but also brings you back as a member of the undead. This is the doctor trying to survive. He's being hired to not cure anyone, but to put down those who have the plague. Quite good. As I said, the first 3 issues are available from Jonathan. Check out your local comic shops. This is from Blood Moon Comics. And he's hoping to have the next 3 issues out eventually. I guess there's a little issue with the publisher, but I'm not getting into that. Sorry. Then, as I said, I'm not going to do everything. I think I'm going to just going to go through the stuff I have from DC, and then I'm going to do the Independents and Marvel as another video. We have DC Power. This is for Black History Month. Various authors, various writers and artists doing stories of some of the black characters at DC. We have the first issue of Justice Society of America. And I'm assuming this is a Whatever Happened to the JSA. I haven't read this yet. It's called DC, The New Golden Age. So I'm not sure exactly. I don't know if this takes place in an alternate world or right, but I'm pretty sure it takes place after the current, whatever the current crisis was. We have issue 99 of Nightwing. Look at that cover. That's cool. And the 2022 Nightwing Annual, which deals with a new villain who apparently Dick knew years ago, and just as with the origin of the Joker, it looks like Nightwing, or at least Dick Grayson, may have been an influence on why, on the origin of this particular person, and why he hates the Graysons so much. We have issue number 10 of The Human Target, which is a lot of fun. We have Dark Crisis Big Bang. That, I guess, was the what you call it? The big event for this past year. We have Danger Street from Tom King. This is number 1. What they've done is they've taken a number of the characters that Jack Kirby and others created years ago in what was called the first issue special. There's like the Green Team, Atlas, probably the best known would be Creeper, and other characters, and they've brought them back. Coincidentally, we also have Tales from Earth 6, a celebration of Stan Lee. Again, years ago, Stan did a series of books, I think there were 6, in which he sort of took the characters of Superman, of Batman, Flash, Green Lantern, etc., and did his take on them. Pretty much just sort of taking some of the powers and and the names and doing a twist on them, which is good. Out of order, Human Target 11. This is the second issue of A Just Society of America. As I say, it's been a couple of months since I've done this. Here we have, this is Sergeant Rock versus the Army of the Dead. And it's exactly what you said. It's co-written by Bruce Campbell. And I don't know if Campbell's ever written any other comics, but I don't know if he pretty much is just like the primary the influence. I don't know how much he does of the writing. The other is or does he do the actual or all the writing? Bruce Campbell, writer. Yeah, he's the writer. Well, cool. Anyways, from let's go with it. From Marvel, we have Miracle Man number 3, which I'm enjoying. This is the Neil Gaiman, Mark Buckingham continuation of that series. We have this is Avengers. This is number 1 variant edition. The new Miles Morales Spider-Man series. This is number 2. New Mutants number 33. The only X titles that I'm picking up. And Fantastic Four number 3 with another amazing Alex Ross cover. And from various independents, we got from Archie, we have their Halloween book, Happy Horror Days. That's kind of cool. And if you're familiar with the Archie horror books or the Horrorverse, whatever they call it, you'll see Jughead as a werewolf. Betty is a hunter of vampires and werewolves and the supernatural. And Veronica was a vampire. I'm not sure if she is in this book. As I said, I haven't read that yet. From Cerebus, Aardvark Vanheim. Remember, every issue is a number 1, so it always confuses me and the guys at the comic shop. Patton Oswalt, who you may be familiar with, stand-up comedian and actor in various TV shows. This is a Minor Threats, number 4. This is the second sequel to Maniac of New York. The previous one, it was Maniac of New York, then it was The Bronx is Burning, and this is Don't Call It a Comeback. And and you can tell from the cover exactly what it is. There's a maniac walking the streets of New York. And they believe they've killed him, and we're doing the whole, Jason sort of thing. Pretty good. From Kevin Smith, we have Quick Stops. These are stories that take place in the Clerk Universe. Guys working up there. We got, Jane Silent Bob and the other folks from those various films. We got Rick and Morty number 1. This is, I guess this would be volume 2. Though it doesn't say that, it just says Rick and Morty number 1 from Oni Press. Love that cover. We have Last Ronin, Lost Years. Last Ronin is what happened to Michelangelo after his brothers and his master Splinter were killed. And if you read that main series, this sort of fills in the gap between their deaths and how he came to return to New York. Know Your Station, number 1. Again, this is something that people have recommended. It's a science fiction series. It takes place on a space station, I guess. And Know Your Station being, sort of has multiple meanings in there. I mean, know your place and be aware of where you are. We have Something is Killing the Children, 27 and 28, by James Tynion. And in that same universe, we have House of Slaughter, number 11. And a new series, or I'm guessing mini-series, called Book of Slaughter. This is issue number 1. And I thought initially it was a collection, but it doesn't seem to be. It seems to be a new story. And we've got from Rick and Morty again, from Oni. We have, this is a Crisis on C-137. This is issue number 3. And the first 2 issues of Rick and Morty versus Cthulhu. And if anybody can kick the old god's ass, it's going to be Rick. And finally, we have Jungle Comics 10 and 11. And it's a lot of fun. It's exactly what you think it is. It's the old-fashioned, white queen of the jungle sort of things like, what's that good? Lashina, Queen of the Jungle, and other characters like that. It's fun. It's nothing I haven't seen before, but it's a novelty, and I enjoy it. That's it. I'm surprising I got through all that stuff. Probably, I think I probably missed a batch of stuff because, as I said, we're going back 2 or 3 months. So I just grabbed the stuff from my last couple of comic shop visits, and that's it for me. I hope I can load this. As I say, playing around with the new phone, see what happens. And anyways, take care. I hope to get back into doing this on a weekly or bi-weekly basis. I hope you're all doing well. You're staying safe. You're inoculated. And does anybody care about the Super Bowl? Was the 49ers and somebody else, I think. It's pretty much, except for occasionally when I'm in the local sports bar, I'll see some of the games, but it's probably the only game I ever watch, only football game that I watch. And I'll probably do that. And this year will be another one of those times when I'm just going to be watching it just for the ads. Be reading during the game, unless the game seems to be really good, although I have no interest in either team. So, but I know people who are betting heavy. So, anyways, take care of yourself, be good, and peace out.